Hi everybody, it's Gwen. So I went and saw Mockingjay twice now. Once was last Friday, or last Saturday I guess it was. Yeah, last Saturday. And then I saw it for the second time on Wednesday. And it is now Friday, Black Friday, and all of the crazy Americans are out shopping, and I'm filming a video because I'm not that crazy. So when I heard that they were filming Mockingjay in two separate parts, or they would be released separately, I was a little bummed out because I feel like they were just trying to drag it out. But after seeing the movie twice now, I have to say that they did an awesome job with the first part, and I can't wait to see the second part. The first time that I saw the movie, I had certain thoughts and feelings towards the movie, and then the second time I saw it, some of those thoughts and feelings got even more emotional, and I had some other thoughts. So I'm just going to go ahead and share what I thought the first time watching the movie through. I thought the pacing was okay. I thought the beginning was a little slow, but there were so many like good parts scattered throughout the movie, and it didn't follow the book as closely as, like, say, Catching Fire or even The Hunger Games for me. But, you know, it kind of had to speed things along, because if you've read the book, the beginning of the book is so just drawn out. You're like, get there, get there, get there. I haven't read the book since I read it earlier. I think I read it this summer. I'm not exactly sure when I read it, but I was one of the late readers to the whole Hunger Games. I actually saw the Hunger Games and the Catching Fire, and then it was soon after the Catching Fire that I got those two, but well, I got all of the books, and so I read them, you know, in order. I read the Hunger Games, loved it, read Catching Fire, OMG, and then I read Mockingjay, and I waited a little bit between Catching Fire and Mockingjay because I was waiting for one of my friends to catch up with me. But they never did, so I was like, well, I have to read it. So I read it, and yeah, I mean, I liked it. Everybody knows, you know, what happens if you've read it, at least. But, and I don't want to spoil it for those that haven't read it, but the first half of the book was very much like the first half, the part one of the Mockingjay. I loved Katniss's acting. I think she fit it perfectly. I thought it was hilarious when they were trying to do the propos and she was doing the bad acting. I was wondering how hard for that, like how hard she had of a time doing that. And of course, I loved the hanging tree, you guys. Ah, I loved it. Like, how can she be that talented? Not fair. But I'm gonna link a video down below of the hanging tree. It's just such a haunting song, and yeah, I just loved it. And when the rebels were marching, and oh, I just loved it. Some of my very emotional parts were when Effie shows the drawings to Katniss, like the sketches of her, you know, her Mockingjay outfit. Even though, I mean, the sketches were beautiful. Whoever did them, awesome job on the sketches. But when she's like, you know, Senna made these for you and he wanted you to make this, I was just like, oh, Senna, no. And yeah, so, and I loved Effie's character. She is, she's out of this world. Every single movie, she's nailed it. And yeah, awesome job. And Finnick, I can't really say the same. I remember him being like crazy, like totally messed up. Kind of how they portrayed Katniss, but worse, because they were able to rein her in. But he was just crazy, like, whoo, you know, kind of crazy. And I feel like he played more frustrated or sad So I felt like he was playing frustrated and sad when he should have been playing like, I'm off my rocker, I'm crazy, send me to a loony bin crazy. I was glad that they did the nodding of the fishing thing because that kind of fit, you know, with his district. Other favorite parts were anything with the rebels. When they were marching and singing the Hanging Tree song and then they blew up the dam. Ugh! I was like, they knew that if they were able to get in, that they were all going to be wiped out. So they were basically like sacrificing themselves. But when the woman, like, they dropped it because the guards were shooting them and they were like falling all over the place, they picked up the thing and they like ran in and they like tossed it in the dam and they set it and it blew out, and then just that water, it just like wiped everybody out. Ugh, that I was so sad, but at the same time I was like, yeah. So yeah. And then I loved when the lumber district, they were marching to go do their work, and he saw the Mockingjay symbol and he whistled a little tune and they were like, ah, and they were running and they climbed up those trees. Like, I know they were like the lumber district, so maybe they had like the special shoes or something, but like, they were just like, ah. I mean, a lot of people still died, but they got up there and they said that, you know, the classic, you know, if we burn, you burn with us, boom, and all these bombs are going off and everybody's wiped out and they're looking down like, yeah, take that. And I was like, yeah, get them. And of course what started it all was when Katniss went to District 8 and they bombed the hospital, and a lot of people were saying that they forgot that they bombed the hospital. How could you forget that they bombed the hospital? They definitely bombed the hospital in the book. They definitely did. I haven't gone back and checked, but I am 100%, well, okay, I can't say 100. I will say 99.9% sure that they bombed the hospital in the book. So there. I definitely remember that part. But when she was like, I have a message for you, President Snow. You see that? Fire is catching, and if we burn, you burn with us. And I was like, yeah, yes. I felt like, oh, Katniss, yes, thank you. And yeah. So I really liked it. A lot of people said that, or the media people, you know, people in the media were saying that they thought that the movie should have ended 10 minutes early. While I have to say, as we're getting towards the end of the movie, and then Finnick goes out and they just tell him just keep talking because they're doing the rescue mission thing. I wish the first time through I wasn't really paying attention to Finnick. You know, you're so concentrated on them rescuing Peeta and Joanna and Annie and all that you're not really paying attention to what he says. Now, I've already read the book, so I kind of already knew, but I wish they would have separated that, because people that only see the movie once, like the normal general population, they may not hear everything he's saying, and I really think that for the second part of the movie, you should know what he's saying. But the whole rescue scene, I thought it was badass when they were like, you know, dropping in, and it looked like so covert op. But then when they got in the victory, what is it, the tribute tower or whatever it was just kind of lame, to be honest. I was like, they could have done something so much better, and I just felt like they were just dragging it out, and I don't know. I didn't like that part so much, but they rescued them or whatever. When they got back, and oh my goodness, when he choked her, like when I was watching it the first time, when he was choking her and her eyes were like going, the blood vessels were like popping and her eyes were bulging, I was like, oh my gosh. Like I couldn't even take it. Like I knew obviously it happened, but I was just like, oh my gosh. Ooh! I couldn't even imagine acting that. And then when he got whacked upside the head, I guess when it went dark, that's when people thought it was going to end, but how they thought that, I do not know. They were knocking Pete out, obviously. And then the end, where the President Coin is addressing the population of 13, saying we were successful, blah, blah, blah. And then Katniss, like, walks, and she sees Peeta, and he's struggling against the bed. Oh, such good acting. Such good acting. I loved it. I thought that was a good place to end the movie, so you kind of knew going into the second one what we were going to be talking, what was going to happen, what was, you know, that Peeta wasn't just perfectly fine. So I was happy about that. I also wanted to touch on President Coin. I love, love, love Julianne Moore as an actor. I think she's amazing and she's very beautiful. But I don't think, even though I've seen it twice now, I don't think that she was President Coin. Maybe I'd have to go back and read the book, but I just don't think that, I don't know, it just didn't come off as, I don't know, I didn't like it as much, her as President Coin. So, not that she did a bad job, I think someone else could have done it differently. And I don't know, maybe she'll do better in the second one. Maybe she has a better sense of the character now. I don't know what it was that was off about her. First of all, her hair, I did not like it. I am with Iffy on that. If anything needs a revolution, it is that hair, girl. It is the hair. So I am with Effie on that. Her hair was horrible. I think she was like wearing contacts or something because her eyes seemed really gray. Maybe that's because she's been living underground too long. Let's see what else. Overall, I thought it was a great movie, but the second time that I watched it, those scenes when Effie gave Katniss the sketches, I was almost in tears. When they did when the lumber district, they ran up the trees and they did all that, I was so sad for the people that got shot and didn't make it up the tree. And then the dam scene, ugh. When they sacrificed, like, themselves for that, I was this close to crying next to my friend. Yeah. And then, when Peeta strangled Katniss, you know, I knew it was coming, and I did not watch. I was like, go to my happy place. I was looking down. I was covering my eyes. I could not watch her blood vessels burst and her eyes bulge out again. But yeah, so overall, great movie. Can't wait to see the second one. I wonder what they're going to do with Philip Seymour Hoffman's character. Yeah, I'm really sad about that. I really loved him. Rest in peace. I really loved him in The Talented Mr. Ripley. That's like one of my favorites. But yeah, overall, good movie. It wasn't my favorite movie, of course. I think The Hunger Games was like my favorite movie. And that's just because, I don't know, it just introduced us to the world and the characters. And yeah, I just loved it. The book I probably liked Catching Fire more. But we'll see what they do with the second part. The second part of the book and the second part of the movie, I am assuming, are going to be very action-packed. And, yeah. It's going down, President Snow. It's going down. So that's my movie discussion. It's the first one I've ever done, but it's because of The Hunger Games, duh. But anyway, take a moment and subscribe to my channel. Find me on Twitter and Instagram. And follow me there. And I'll see you next time. Bye.